Rich people don't sleep 8 hours a day. That's a third of your life. It ain't but 24 hours in a day. You cannot be sleep 8 hours a day. You can't live in LA and wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning. It's 11 o'clock on the East Coast. The stock market been open 2 hours. They already making decisions about your life and your ass was asleep. The Bible says, he who loves to sleep and the folding of hands, poverty will set upon you like a thief in the night.
I mean, he sounds really good, but I don't like how Steve presented his advice to be a generalized fact when actually it's circumstantial. This is why it should be more important for folks to get more in tune with themselves before overbearing themselves with anxiety towards success. Sleep and rest is significantly important for our health. It's how your body naturally rejuvenates itself. If you cut that time down, you'll be depleting your potential energy. So though you have the ability to accomplish more tasks due to the increasing amount of time you're active, if you don't get the proper rest, it can result in a deficiency of focus and strength mentally and physically. So yes, you're doing more, but you're not doing it to the best of your ability, which means your execution isn't as effective as it should be. Now, of course, someone who's already rich, who has the means and flexibility to support and afford a healthy life, can lose sleep and replace them with activities. But what about those who won't have a healthy life if they lose sleep? Is that really good advice to be giving someone? Steve is telling folks to sleep less to be successful, but isn't recommending ways to replace that depletion of energy and nutrients. This is what happens when people focus more on success and not themselves. You're internally killing yourselves for an external image. So if you ain't going to replace that sleep with a consistent, proper diet and exercise, I suggest you lay that ass down so you can fulfill shit to the best of your abilities. This is what happens when people spend all their time in life trying to be successful and don't worry about themselves, and then they finally get rich or whatever the case may be, and then they got all these health problems and shit, and then they got to pay for all these doctors and all this other shit to maintain their health, and they can't even enjoy being successful and rich.
So it's 24 hours to a day.
Yes.
So they tell you you're supposed to sleep what?
8 hours.
And so now you got how many left?
16.
And then you're supposed to work what?
8 hours.
And now you got what left?
8 hours.
You haven't cooked. You haven't got dressed. You haven't said hello to the children. You have sleep deprivation. That's how they get you. Sleep deprivation.